Okay, hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Before we get started with this video, I just want to disclaim I am so tired, sorry. Today's video, I am going to be reacting to this Facebook page or this Facebook post I saw that was called Dear Freshers, and it was like a list of all relatable things that happen in freshers. Here we go, we're on it. Dear freshers, uni is a lot like nursery. You sleep a lot, miss your mum, and literally have no clue what's going on. Yeah, I slept all the time in uni. Dear freshers, university will have you thinking, what if I hadn't spent that £6 back in 2009? Actually, university didn't financially strain me as much as the summer holidays. So no, the summer holidays are far worse. Dear freshers, you'll never just go to pre-drinks. Oh, I guess that's if someone says, oh, I'll just go to pre's and then I won't actually go out afterwards. I've never said I'll just go to pre's. I always just go. No one just goes to pre's though. Dear freshers, at university, it doesn't matter if you sleep for 2 hours or 13 hours, you will still be tired the next day. Yeah, I fell asleep in a lot of lectures, actually. I didn't sleep in uni though, really, so I couldn't comment on whether if you sleep for 13 hours, you'll be tired or not. Dear freshers, when you get ill at university, you don't ever get better. Instead, you just learn to accept this new low standard of health. I have got better at uni, like I've been ill and got better. But I do think my immune system is far worse than it ever was. Like I used to get ill once a year. I'd get a cold once a year and that was it. But now I seem to get ill at the end of every single term. Dear freshers, at uni, you're never sure if you actually have free time or if you're just forgetting everything you have to do. I'm never forgetting everything I have to do. I'm just pretending it's not there. Dear freshers, texting your flatmate when you're both in the flat because you're too lazy to go and talk to them is perfectly acceptable. So none of my friends were actually on my corridor or in my building, but I always texted my friends in lectures when they were sat next to me. I think that counts. Dear freshers, at uni, pre-drinks aren't even pre-drinks. They're just the stage of drinks where you get absolutely smashed in order to save money when out. That is absolutely true. Pre-drinks is the cheapest way of drinking, but it's not the cheapest way of drinking when you go and spend loads when you're out anyway. And also, it was always quite a long walk from pre-drinks to our night out, so then you'd stand in the queue and then you'd be like sobering up in the queue. So you'd always have to spend more money anyway. So yeah, that is the point of pre-drinks, but whether it works, I'd say no. Dear freshers, the North-South rivalry is serious business. At uni, the Midlands are not a real thing. Pick a side. No, no offense, I think things like this are really silly. Dear freshers, arrive early to uni so you can claim the best fridge and cupboard space as your rightful land. I didn't have a kitchen. Dear freshers, the difference between sixth form and uni. At school, there's still a minute left of class, sit down. At university, we still have 20 minutes left, but I'm done teaching, so bye. This, I'm so annoyed because none of my lecturers have ever done that. They always keep us right until the end. I don't know whether other unis let you leave 20 minutes early, and we also never had lectures be cancelled or anything. I know that seems like a thing, but in Durham, I never experienced that. Dear freshers, go to uni with a new 12-piece cutlery set along with 4 plates and bowls. Leave with 2 teaspoons and someone else's plate. I didn't have a kitchen, but I went to uni with a bowl and came back with 3 bowls that I stole from the dining hall. Dear freshers, if your flatmate says that they're just leaving it to soak, what they really mean is there is no way I am ever washing that. I also can't relate to that because I didn't have a kitchen. But I do remember there was someone on my corridor who spilt a pot noodle on a chair in a communal area, and it was left there for at least 12 hours, which is vile. Dear freshers, do not refer to uni as home in front of your parents unless you want to be given a stare of death. I never had any issue. I never referred to it as home. Dear freshers, do not buy any of the recommended textbooks. There is a 103% chance you won't even open them once. True, I swear I spent about £500 on textbooks and haven't touched them. Dear freshers, congrats on getting into uni. Be prepared to discover that you do have an accent and it will be hilarious to everyone else. I actually got the complete opposite. Every time I meet people, they're like, you don't sound Welsh. Are you from Wales? Does everyone from Wales sound like that? You don't sound Welsh. Are you Welsh? Dear freshers, do not be one of those people who wears their student ID around their neck. You are not working in a top secret agency. I didn't realise then people even existed. Dear freshers, university is like looking both ways before you cross the streets and then getting hit by an aeroplane. Yeah, I think it's like that. But I think the shock is more when you get your marks back, because I think when you're sitting in class and things, you think everything's fine and you're like, yeah, I get it. And then you do a piece of work and don't do that great, and then you're like, oh. Because I think it's more the writing style in university is different. I didn't think much of the content was new. I just thought the way you have to write essays is weird. Dear Freshers, well done on getting into uni. Now prepared to kill all the brain cells you gained from A-levels in Freshers Week. Yeah, well, Freshers Week I went out a lot, but not every day. So I wouldn't say I killed my brain cells. But I did sit an exam in Freshers Week. We had to sit one on the Thursday. Well, we were given 10 pages to write an essay, and I probably filled about 4 lines and got an A. Dear Freshers, place empty vodka bottles near your window to make sure passers-by know that you and your flats are wild. Oh, no, don't do that. Recycle. In my friend's corridor, I'm sure they got in trouble for collecting their bottles. Dear Freshers, at university, it doesn't matter what you're doing, you should probably be reading instead. Yeah, that's what they say, but I never did my reading, so... Dear Freshers, at university, you regret it when you go to lectures, but you feel guilty if you don't go. You just can't win. Yeah. Although, do I feel guilty when I don't go? No, because you can catch up online. Okay, dear Freshers, the real walk of shame is when you take all the mugs and plates you've been hoarding in your room down to the kitchen. I never returned the dining room bowls either. And I never went to the dining hall because the food was rubbish, so it doesn't count. I deserve to steal bowls because they didn't feed me for a year. Dear Freshers, group projects at uni will help you understand why Batman works alone. Although I was in one group project this year and I felt like I'd done absolutely nothing. And then after we did the presentation, there were like 3 girls in the group that came up to me and were like really sincere, like thanking me as though I'd like carried that group. And I know I hadn't, but they appreciated my work. So if that's all it takes, then group work isn't that bad. So yes, that is the end of my reacting to Freshers advice. So I hope you enjoyed it. This is just off my personal experience. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below any advice you have for Freshers or any questions you have. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to come out with an actual Freshers advice video from my personal experience where I actually give advice soon. So get ready for that. Thank you for watching and good night. Oh my god, I can't work Facebook. No, my god, I was going to search it, but I accidentally started typing it into my status. How many posts are there in this thing? Oh my god, messages. No, we'll do that. Oh my god, that's so zoomed in.